I came so close last year to getting it done on a couple nice bucks in Arkansas. This year, I'm back with my own boat and the will to use aggressive tactics to get it done. KC's got his boat too, so we're looking to make it a double. This is Buck Truck. Still driving around, sunrise.
Gotta get to the edge of that swamp over there. I was like, why is a doe coming into that? But it was a spike. I was fixing to shoot it if it was a doe. Shot a doe here last year with Clay. Clay was here last year. He couldn't make it this year. I think he's in Alaska hunting wolves or something. What I wanted to do was call close to the private line and then back up 50 yards, you know? I mean, not close to it, but closer, 50 yards, so that I could draw something back this way. And it worked, dadgummit. And I was fixing to smoke a doe, and I was like, man, that thing looks pretty big for a doe. And it's kind of weird it's by itself. Sure enough, it's a spike coming in. And the wind's doing some weird stuff. It's swirling real bad. It's supposed to be a northeast at like 8, but it's sucking back towards the sun, I guess, right now. And he, you know, deer pick up on that. You know that if he starts circling, he's going to get our wind, and that's what he did.
That ain't good. Hey, come look at this. See, this is the hub, and that is below the hub, and that's not supposed to be that way. I gotta leave the boat here.
You got one?
I ain't making it back.
Yeah.
No, I left it.
I got one.
Okay. I left it at the house.
Look at the grease just shot out all.
I can't believe it made it.
Buck boat is tough.
Dude, the buck boat has seen it all.
I'm just glad it didn't blow out and ruin the trailer or something.
It's alright, we left it. So hopefully this old trailer will get this old boat down to the water. But I would like to very much load a buck on the front of this boat. It'd be pretty cool. My granddad gave me this boat, and I've caught many fish out of it. Shot a bunch of fish too. Used it for bow fishing, cat fishing, bass fishing, crappie fishing, all the work. Sand bass, hundreds of sand bass. and never put a deer in it with him. That would be something cool, something different.
We decided to drop the boat and head to the auto parts store so we can make a quick fix and get into the woods.
That old man was like, it's a light duty boat trailer, just get it in, it'll be all right.
By the time we got back, the weather was changing, and I took off to do some truck scouting while KC continued working on the trailer.
Got some WD in there. This might not be as easy as we thought it was. I feel like them leaf springs would be easier to get out than those U-bolts. It'd be nice if they came with leaves on. Son of a gun, those are on there good. That's gonna be a hernia right there, golly. That hurts. Last one try.
Arkansas deer. Call them Arkansas deer.
Which one?
That one out there's a big buck.
Where?
I can't really
Can you
walk.
tell me right now?
Can't walk in right now.
Oh, crud, dude.
Yeah, it's a big deer.
Oh, my goodness. Why are we not hunting right there, dude?
Probably can't do anything right now, can we?
No. Oh, my goodness, dude.
Yeah.
He's a toad. Just so you know, we've got a doe decoy.
Oh. Oh, it is easy.
Should we change our plans in the morning?
Maybe.
I feel like we should.
But the odds are he's gonna be in there.
He's gonna be somewhere around there.
Yeah. He's following it hard though. He's on the
I mean,
same
she's like not going anywhere because he's there. I think he's either a 9, big 9, or maybe a 10. It's probably 10.
Even though this buck probably spends time on private often, there was enough public around for me to give an attempt at hunting the area to try to run into him. I made a plan, and the next morning was foggy and full of anticipation.
fixing to get out. It's 10:15. It's one of those days you could definitely sit in here all day if you weren't Tyler Jones. But I'm freezing. I can't stay still. Everything's calmed down because we're close to the road, probably. So, headed to get some lunch and get back out here early this afternoon.
Where's the stump?
I don't know.
I would like to do that, but I don't think there's a stump. I guess I could take the tire off and we lift up and just put it on the tire. That'd probably be easier. Can you get some needle nose?
I got some. See, there's a little bendy peppercorn in that
Oh,
thing out there.
Sure enough, you done put the umpers on it at some point.
Hey,
in time.
sometimes.
I know when that
My
happens.
dad told me one time, he said, you know, we're just a little stronger than most humans, so you got to be careful what you do.
Oh, I guarantee you. That's why I'm real ginger with stuff sometimes, because I will break things. Shit, got down on my knee. I might do something.
Hey, why don't you?
Oh no. Sit down on top of that and I pick it up.
Dumpty, dude. For real?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, it's bendy.
Thanks for trying.
Going to put all of Michael's receipts back in.
Okay.
Hey, dude, for the pillow, I think I can nap for about 20 minutes.
I guarantee you that's what it is. Is it circadian? Alien. Sarcadian? Circadian? Got the eye in it.
There's a real good chance we need the other one. It's looking like the beveled one. Thank you.
That's bad news?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Huh?
I don't think they make enough caffeine for me right now.
All right, fellas. Make it worth it.
We're gonna go try. It's a good win for us, I think. Good job.
Kill him. Dead.
KC had to go back to the auto parts store again to try to find the right piece to fix this old trailer, and I headed out for the evening hunt.
We're using the decoys. First time I've used a doe decoy since 2015 maybe. It's been forever. On a doe decoy, bucks approach from behind. On buck decoys, they generally approach from the front, so you place the decoy accordingly. We've got the decoy facing into the wind so that when a buck comes around behind her, he's also doing what he kind of naturally wants to do, which is get her wind. And I'm hoping to get a shot at him before he gets to her, which is, she's at 30 yards right now. So 25-yard shot, be awesome.
ain't real convinced that's gonna go on there. Okay. Oh man. Kind of warped the metal.
The evenings were warm and the action was slow. This hunt was beginning to seem a bit futile and was really wearing both of us out mentally.
Call me Axl Rose, because I just be having all them thorns in my side from this trailer that we've been messing with. Man, it is just wild how much work and time this has been taking, and I am hoping that we have a solution. Yesterday I talked to a guy in the big city that I'm going to go see, who's building me a custom axle for my trailer. And I don't foresee there being an issue with that. I think it's going to work out just fine. But we're going to go hunt the same place we did yesterday morning. We had deer close. And we're going to go in there on a good wind, on a nasty morning, and kill a big buck. And then we're going to go get an axle for my trailer, and just have a party.
Yeah, I bought some weekend. I spent $300 the first lot.
About 20 minutes ago, we heard deer trotting our way. Real exciting. It ended up being 3 does, like a mature doe, a yearling, and a young doe. And I just knew within the next, 10 to 15 minutes, there would be a buck that would follow their trail. And it hasn't happened. jerk. Happened a little bit. This is my backup release. And I think the tension's a little bit more on it. I mean, I'm making an excuse, you know, but it's a bad shot. How did that happen, dude? I'm sorry. There's this weird thing you battle in hunting where nothing's really guaranteed, and that showed itself this morning for sure. You know, even in farming and agriculture, it's not guaranteed, right? You're gonna leave some grain on the ground after you try to harvest, and you're not gonna get it all. You're gonna have drought years that do things that you don't want, or hailstorms. And so hunting is similar. You're trying to take something, put food on the table, and have a cool memory of shooting a big buck like that. But it's just, it's not guaranteed. And we add some stipulations onto ourselves sometimes, and sometimes legally the government adds stipulations onto you, like, you know, archery only, right? And I love archery hunting, but it's very tough. That deer came in, we didn't see him till he was 40 yards away coming through the brush. And I thought I could get away with turning the GoPro on, because you're sitting here watching a hunting video, and that's what we make. So I have to get the video made, you know. I turned the GoPro on, and as I'm pulling my hand away, he catches movement. And that's what set him on edge. Otherwise, I'd have had, I think, a broadside 35-yard shot right here, and it would have been just money. So anyway, I'm shooting a pins and needles type of 35-yard shot. I've killed 5 bucks and made good shots on them, on all of them at some point. So it's frustrating that happened. I don't like it. I don't want to show it, to be honest. But man, it hurts, because we're putting in a lot of time and effort, and it's hard to get in here and do things right, get up early. And it just hurts when that last little seconds is what you can mess up so easily, you know. It's the easiest part to mess up, probably. He ducked really bad too, so there's a combination of a lot of things that could happen there, but definitely interested in shooting the bow when we get back at midday.
I thought I had clearance in between the small saplings, but turns out I never even knew that I pretty much squared up a branch until I got down to look around on the way out.
There's next door right there. Give me a shot. You can see the branch. Yeah, that's the one. There's a rub right there on that tree too. There's the wet paint. Call me a crazy radical or whatever you want. I kind of feel like, as a man, it's good. I ain't gonna say you should, but it's a pretty smart thing to be able to do some stuff. And you might not be an expert at it, but just being able to be functional
add a little bit of mechanic in here and there. Some plumbing. Plumbing's a good one. Electrical. Everybody's always needing to do some kind of electrical work. It's pretty smart to be able to do some of that kind of stuff. I'm gonna go to the other side and get the front bolt put in through the bushing on the leaf. Oh, she's gonna work. I do believe. Ugh. Let's get the back one, I guess. Something you should always keep in the truck is a hammer. Hammer, a crescent, and a pair of pliers of some sort. A 4-way about near as essential for a man. Because on that you're going to have everything it takes to get off most lugs except for big rigs, 18-wheelers. But then also that's going to fit what we just put on there. And if you wedge it right, you don't have to use your strength to get them to fit. You can just hold against the trailer like I'm doing there and then tighten this bad boy up with a crescent.
I actually been up here a few days, been really narrowing on a good spot, narrowing in on a good spot that's basically doe bedding. Bucks are cruising through, and had a really close encounter that didn't go my way. I was pretty beat up about it. Told my wife, felt like an idiot, and she said, "You're not an idiot." She said, "You gotta trust the process." And she tells my son that a lot, how you gotta not just trust the process, but you have to enjoy and love the process. And I think she's 100% right. And I'm not always that way. I kind of like results. I'm goal oriented, and but it just brings me back to a scripture I've been looking at all year, which is trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. And I thought, oh, that one will go away after the Nebraska video, and it just keeps coming back to me. It's pretty simple, pretty basic, but it's a bold statement, and it's very powerful statement. I just got to rely on the fact that, like, providentially, I didn't close the deal on that deer. Yikes. That is very shallow. It looks to me like there's a ripple effect like you see in the mountains when it's really riffly and shallow. I need to get up this creek to get to my spot tonight. Thought I just heard something run off right there. Man, I don't know if I could float the boat across it or not. Let's see if we can pull up here to it. Stinks about places like this is, like, when something like this happens, you're like, man, it'll be a year before I get my chance to do what I wanted to do, because it's kind of on to the next place, right? It's not like we get to hunt here in 3 weeks when the rains come and floods this place. And that just kind of hurts. These are some big tracks right here, dude. These are mondo tracks. Oh, man. Sometimes it's not easy, man.
A lot of times if you grew up poor, or you tend to deviate back into that from time to time. You end up with junk, and you have to learn how to work on your junk. I'm pretty grateful for the boat and trailer that I inherited, but I also inherited the problems that come along with it. But I learned how to deal with those things from my granddad and my dad, who gave me this stuff. So it kind of comes full circle. But now, the neighborhood folks have been keeping up with me all day. They'll be happy to, or all week. They'll be happy to see that I got the axle put in. But now we're gonna go hunting. I might jump in the water and cool off. I'm sweaty. This is what my granddad always called poor man soap. Just get that grit from that sand, rub it all in there real good. That's a whole lot cleaner than any other stuff you've been messing with. And you'd be surprised how much your hands will clean up. A little washing. Got some paint on there. Not everybody want to eat at a restaurant with that kind of hands, but it'll be good enough to go do some deer hunting. We got us a few minutes. Let's go see if we can find one.
We spent the rest of the afternoon ground hunting deer in spots that weren't our ideal. We didn't see any deer, but I called in this curious coon point blank. You know, a lot of us have come to expect every hunting show to have a great shot, a big dead buck, and lots of smiles in it. But we know that it doesn't actually go that way every time we go in the woods. Paul tells us to rejoice in our sufferings, and I can tell you, we suffered on this trip. So now let's rejoice. A new season starts soon. A new opportunity to solve problems, make memories, and rejoice in being men that have a chance to experience the challenges that are put in front of us.